Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here with us. We're very excited about tonight because we're going to learn how to cook or how to make the best mofongo from what I call right now the king of mofongo, mi hermano Jose Mendin. And we're actually going to be mixing a couple of cocktails with our friend Randy from the Bar Lab. He has so amazing, interesting stuff. I love the things that they're doing. You can find all this stuff in Vecinos. We're here to support all of our local and passionate people that are doing what they love to do. So, Randy, why don't you come and start making a drink, right?
Sure.
So, to everybody that have your kit, that you're very lucky to have the kit. If you don't have it, you can still go to vecinosmarket.com and purchase your kit. It's not going to be, we could probably take it to you maybe tomorrow, next day, but not tonight. So, this is going to be your kit, and he's going to teach you how to make drink.
Yeah.
So, Randy,
Sure,
why don't
thank
you introduce yourself
Thank
to
you.
our
What's up,
beautiful
guys?
people that are watching tonight?
My name's Randy with a company called Bar Lab. You guys might know us from a bar called Broken Shaker. Back in the day, we created a drink called Strawberry Field Swizzle, and right now we're offering it in the Vecinos Market Bar Lab package for you to take home and make on your own. Today, I'm just going to walk you through it step by step. By the way, when you get this package, there is no step by step. Let me show you right now how this works. You can take our package, open up our Bar Lab kit. You have your fresh garnish here, fresh oval basil, dehydrated strawberries, some fun unique garnishes. And then we have our pouch.
Beautiful.
So this is a Strawberry Field Swizzle. This is pretty much what you get in your pack. Cut it open, cut this, pour it in your tin, add your booze, shake, smile, pour, drink, and have fun.
And you could actually mix it up with different booze, right?
With different booze, so this has no alcohol in it. So whatever you have on your back bar at home, if you like bourbon, scotch, rum, vodka, feel free to mix it in. We do put some suggested spirits that work best with the cocktails, so it's up to you. You know, whatever your flavor is, you put it in.
So this is one of the drinks that actually made Broken Shaker famous? That's what it said, one of the first drinks that you guys made at Broken Shaker?
This is one of the first drinks, yeah.
Alright, so can you talk to us about the Bar Lab, the whole project, how
Yeah, for sure. So it's crazy. I mean, as everyone knows, starting off, COVID hit, and everything kind of went into a tailspin. With Bar Lab, we do a lot of events and consulting, and all of that went out the window, man. You know, so I was like, crazy. So we're wrapping our heads around, like, man, what should we do? And what do? We need to adapt the business. And Gabe and Alad had this idea, and they've been contemplating on it for a while, doing this at-home cocktail kit. And it was the perfect time, you know. So we just brought it to light, and this is what we're doing today.
Amazing, guys. Let me tell you, we actually, every vendor that we have in Vecinos is very careful selected. We curate every single vendor, and when we started working with Bar Lab, we got the box from Bar Lab. I was expecting, okay, I'm gonna have a couple of drinks, mixed drinks, I'm gonna have to mix it up, whatever, right? Yeah. So I went with my wife and a couple of friends, and we opened the box, and we started taking all these little things, and then my wife was going crazy, her friend was going crazy. We're like, wow, this is amazing. Then we started checking the drinks, and I did feel like a bartender in my house. Amazing. So it's really fun if you have family or if you have friends coming home, and you just want to do something fun. Just go in there and get all these drinks, because the good thing is that you're not gonna mess up the drinks. It's perfect.
Exactly. And what you could count on is this quality ingredients. So you got fresh lime juice in here. They're made fresh. You know, they have a shelf life of 5 days once you get it to your house. And what we do is what's really cool about the strawberry swizzle is that we're getting our strawberries and we're making this really nice fresh puree with the strawberries, and then the reduction that we put in it is like this bitter cinnamon reduction. So what we do is that on a pan, toast up our spice to get the sugars out of that cinnamon and get the aroma going. Once that's going, we put it in some water and just boil it, let that water reduce, and then slowly add a little sugar to that, and then we mix all of our ingredients together.
I mean, in other words, this is not mixing cranberry juice with vodka and pineapple juice, okay? These guys are going through a lot of work to give you this little pouch for you to have an amazing cocktail at home. So let's get ready to cocktails.
Yeah, so let's walk you guys through it. So what we do with this cocktail, we do 1 ounce of lemon. Then we're gonna take our Thai basil and cinnamon reduction. Now, after we toast that cinnamon, put it in water, let it reduce, we take fresh Thai basil and then we throw it into the blender with that reduction and blend it. What that allows us to do, instead of getting like a steeping effect like you would as a tea, the flavor is a little muted there. When we blend it, we're shocking the herb and we're packing the reduction full of that Thai basil.
So hold that flavor, so all those
hold that
aromas
flavor,
are gonna
man.
come up.
So we're gonna
Oh, it
do
smells so good. It smells so here. Amazing.
0.75 of our reduction, and now you have that fresh strawberry puree.
Great.
Just half an ounce goes in. Next we take Aperol. Now this is for you guys at home. Let's say, unfortunately you can't purchase one of our kits. You can easily do this with simple syrup, some citrus, strawberry. Now we put our bitters into our syrup, but to substitute at home, you can always use Aperol.
Aperol is always a good friend to have.
It's always a good time.
Or Campari, right?
Or Campari. So you get a half an ounce of that, and now we're gonna do 1.5 of vodka. Suggested for this cocktail, I think vodka and gin works the best. You can always do tequila, anything clear in this cocktail.
Anything clear.
Works great.
And alcohol again is, it's just what do you like it? If you like it
Exactly.
strong, or you like it.
Whatever you like. I mean, I recommend 1.5. That's like the perfect balance.
Mhm.
If you want a little boost, you do you.
Perfect.
All right. So now we're going to go in here, add our ice. Pop it in, shake. Now let's say you're at home, you don't have a cocktail shaker, you don't have a jigger, you don't have all these fancy tools. It's easy. Either if you have a mason jar, use your mason jar as a shaker.
Just shake it somewhere. Shake it somewhere.
Put it in Tupperware and shake it.
Somewhere that
You know?
doesn't spill. Just
Up,
shake
yeah.
it, shake it, shake it.
It's all good. All right. So we're gonna put a little topper on ours, just because we're gonna share this together.
Yep. Ooh.
All right. Give it just a little
Just a
refresher.
little. So we're gonna share this with our king of the Mofongo. Could you please welcome my friend, the chef, the master, Jose Mendin. Papi, vente. Let's try this drink. There you go, Papi.
Damn,
Chef, how you doing?
salivating over there. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a pleasure.
Mmm.
It's great.
Wow. I think it's gonna go very well with the
So I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be very sweet. It's not. It's just perfect. It's
Very,
smooth.
but it's very tropical.
It's very tropical, very crisp, but it has that crisp to it. Amazing.
Makes you
So
want
if
to
you
go to the
actually purchase and you're having a drink with us right now, that I know a lot of people are,
Uh-huh.
cheers to you guys.
Cheers, guys.
This is the strawberry
Strawberry field swizzle.
swizzle. Just enjoy it. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Look at
that's
that.
beautiful. And I love the garnishes you guys doing with the dry strawberries,
Yeah.
the opal basil.
Opal basil.
Opal basil.
Yeah, so inside you got Thai basil, you put opal basil, and then you got some fresh herbs in your pack. Also, we got some fresh herbs here on the table.
So when you get the kits, you get everything packed with all your garnishes, your little things.
I like the lightning.
However you like it, Chef, you put it in, you got
Yeah.
it.
So look at this. In 2 seconds, this is what you get on your kit. You could just come up, have friends at home, and this is what you're gonna be served.
Definitely gonna impress
Amazing.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let us do the work and then you impress all your friends. We got you.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
That's a lot. I don't know how I'm gonna get my mouth in there, but
Don't worry, in the kids we put a straw in there for you. Paper straw, I got you.
beautiful.
Perfect.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you
Oh,
so much, man.
I gotta. It's
Stay
a tough,
around.
it's a tough act to follow.
Huh?
It's a tough act to follow. You know.
I think the mofongo, I think you got it. I think.
All right.
Now is get ready to Mofongo.
All right. So for everybody at home that got their box, you got this box at home, right? We're gonna make some mofongo today. All right. This is mofongo 101.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Most classic recipe of
And-
Mofongo.
So let's open this up so we can start talking about what we're doing, what we got.
Whoever is watching and wants to know a little bit of history of mofongo, mofongo is a very typical dish of what makes Puerto Rican cuisine what it is. There's a lot of variations in the Caribbean and South America to it because we learned a little bit from all these African recipes, but I think what makes mofongo are very unique from the rest, from the fufu and all this mango in Dominican Republic, is that we eat it for lunch or dinner, mostly lunch, but we stuff it with different stuff. We stuff it with seafood, we stuff it with beef, with pork, and the flavor and the concentration of the pork fat in the plantain, also we fry it. I think it's one of the only recipes, the mofongo, of the Puerto Rican mofongo, is the only one that fry, because most of the other recipes they call for boiling and other stuff. But we first fry the plantains, then let him do it, right?
So no, mofongo is something that obviously we're both from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Boricua power, it takes us to the island, that's for sure. Takes us to the island, and I don't know why I love it so much. It's definitely my favorite dish from Puerto Rico. I love it so much, and I was thinking about it the other day. I said, why I love it so much, and the answer is because my mom will never make it for me.
That's
so
right.
My mom will cook at my house every day, and she's a great, amazing cook. She makes all these beautiful dishes. Everything's so flavorful, and very Puerto Rican. But she will never make me mofongo because she hates frying in her kitchen because it got her area
Clean. I'm not frying here.
So I don't know. That's why I went all over Puerto Rico, always looking for mofongos and the best mofongos.
I think the Puerto Rican woman invented the air fryer, right? So everybody in Puerto Rico they have an air fryer now. They don't have to, but they love fried food.
Do not get me started on air fryers right now. Okay? So we're gonna get the box, and you're gonna get all the stuff to make your mofongo. But the first thing you're gonna get is a little gift from us that we put in there.
Placita, beautiful.
A pilon, all right? A pilon is one of your basic things that you need to do to make mofongo. To make making mofongo easier, because you can always find a way in a pot with a whisk, with something else you can smash it. But this is the way to do it. And for the people at home that bought the box or are gonna buy the box, this could be your first pilon.
Beautiful.
You have a pilon at home?
I do have many pilons.
Now you have two. Because I have my own pilon. And then when you have a pilon, you keep yourself.
Yeah, I want them in the
When
pilon.
you have a pilon,
you
put your name on the pilon, and then that's your pilon for life.
I'm gonna get my
And
pilon.
this thing goes with you everywhere, and this goes with me everywhere. That's my pilon. That's why it has my big name on it, and that's the one I'm using today.
So when you try, you put your suitcase, you put first your pilon, and then you put your clothes on top of it.
Well, I don't trouble with the pilon, but so we got all the stuff that we're gonna need. We have the garlic puree that we're gonna use for the mofongo. We got butter. We got our pork belly that we make in house. It's confit pork belly, all right?
So if you don't have pork belly, you can use chicharron or whatever, right?
Yeah, in Puerto Rico, the people use back pork rinds. They use bacon. They use, raw pork shoulder. No, not raw, but fried pork shoulder. I like pork belly because of the fat content to meat content. Okay. So I confit it, and then I'm gonna fry it together with the plantain.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's gonna make the mofongo very flavorful. The pork product that we want, the chicharron, the crunchiness, but at the same time, it's gonna make it moist as well.
Yes, you're frying the plantain with the pork, so that plantain is gonna absorb all that pork flavor into the plantain. Wow! So that's your secret, papi.
So when you buy the box for the Placita with Vecino Market, you're gonna get the carne guisada already.
Good.
It's gonna be your topping. But at home, we're gonna teach you how to make mofongo. This is carne guisada, Puerto Rican style carne guisada, Sofrito-Braised meat.
Beautiful.
But at home, you can make this mofongo with whatever you want. Shrimp al ajillo, you can put vegetables on top, you can put,
For vegan people, if you're vegan, you don't have to put the chicharron. You can just do the same thing.
If you're vegan at home, you can make the mofongo with straight plantain.
I heard somebody, right? If I'm vegan, what do I do? Just don't put.
It's always somebody.
Don't put the pork and just add coconut oil to it.
It's always that person.
Yeah. There's always a person.
Okay. No, I got nothing against vegans, guys. Nothing against vegans.
No vegans, actually.
I'm I'm actually
Oh.
working on my vegan skills. So we get the
So
box out
all
of the way.
this, you could get it, and today, like, if you don't have chance to buy the box today, you could still buy the box at Vecinos Market, and we'll deliver it to your house.
So, you ready to make mofongo?
Let's get into ready to
Right.
mofongo.
So when you bought the kit, you're gonna have listen. We peel the plantains and we cut it for you.
And that's the hard part. That's
the
the hard part.
The hardest thing about making mofongo is peeling plantain.
That's true.
And I can see people in their house saying, like, how the hell do I peel this plantain? And I wish I had one right here, but I don't have one to show them. There's a couple tricks to do it. But it is the toughest thing, and actually it was my first thing to do in a restaurant ever. My first job in the kitchen, my job was to stop washing dishes and peel the plantain every time we got a mofongo order. Not make a mofongo, just peel the plantain for the
So you will actually peel a plantain every time?
Every time we did it to order.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. But for you guys here, we get you the plantains already peeled so we can make it faster and you guys can. What I want you guys is to start making the mofongo so you can get into it and then you can get crazy with it.
So if you're watching at home, you're cooking with us, make sure you have your oil. What temperature, chef?
So we're gonna have some oil. If you have a fryer, better. I don't have a fryer at home, so I got some oil. It's around 350.
350.
350.
Just to see it bubbling, stuff like that. And in the meantime, if you, everybody that got the box, you want to start warming up the beef, right?
So you want to start warming up the meat. First of all, we're not gonna do the whole thing actually, because we only two of us. So I'm gonna make mofongo for me and you to share. But this,
I'm hungry, man.
this is gonna feed from 4 to 6 people.
Yeah, at least.
Everything in here is to 4 to 6
Please.
people. For 4 really hungry people.
We're Puerto
or 6
Ricans
people
like
that-
to eat, okay? We're
Right.
Puerto Ricans like to eat. So that's
So I'm
perfect.
gonna take the meat and I'm gonna start heating it up. All right.
Randy wants some more fun.
Hey, chef.
I'm
Come
making
on,
it,
man.
I'm making it.
Papi,
He
it's
said,
only
I'm
you
making
two.
mofongo
Papi,
for
I'm
you,
over
making
here.
myself with Randy,
I
man.
got drinks.
He
You
gave
guys
you a
got no
drink?
mofongo for your boy?
There's enough mofongo here to feed the neighborhood.
Okay, perfect.
It says for 4 people, but 6
Yeah,
people can eat
for
here.
sure.
So Randy's gonna be okay.
Chef,
It's a
thank
good
you.
deal. I mean, amazing deal.
Thank you.
The plantain, as you can see, we put some water because we don't want to start, getting black. That keeps the plantain. So you want to peel the plantain before you do the mofongo. You leave it in water. So you don't have to do it at the end.
And you want the plantains very green, right, chef?
Very green plantains. If they're not green, the mofongo is gonna be sweet.
Sweet.
And we're not making a sweet
Like
plantain
trifongo,
So
whatever.
mofongo you can make in Puerto Rico. You can make it from sweet plantain. You can make it from yuca.
But this is
you can
the,
make it
like
from-
you said, we're
But this
making
is the original.
mofongo 101.
This is the
classic.
OG. Before
The
you get to the
OG.
trifongo and the trufongo and this one and that one, because there's trufongo out there that make it with truffles now.
Wow.
Well, you made one that I tasted it. When you first opened La Placita, it was out of this world.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I'm going to make sure that my plantains are pat dry because we got some hot oil here. And what happens when you mix oil and water?
Oh, an
I think we all-
explosion in the kitchen.
I think we all learned that lesson. I think we all learned that lesson.
So make sure you dry your plantains very, very well.
People at home that they take a frozen empanada from the freezer and throw it into a hot fryer.
I burned myself.
I burn myself,
Oh,
yes.
I'm not
So I'm
frying
gonna make sure
anymore.
that it's nice and dry. We don't wanna. I
The
don't wanna
water and oil,
Yeah.
hot,
they don't mix.
not good.
They don't mix.
They don't mix.
And then I'm gonna take the plantain. We're gonna start frying.
It's like when you get home at 3 o'clock in the morning and you see your wife waking up, that's how it is.
Always put one to make sure.
Right?
Right
It's
away.
good now, huh?
Hey, whoa.
Ah.
No comment.
No comment.
Okay. So we're gonna start frying our plantain.
Love that smell. The smell of the plantain when it goes into it all is just something so particular. So amazing.
It's probably
so
the
good.
first mofongo I ever made at home. So we're frying the plantain, and that's gonna take around 5 to 7 minutes to get golden brown.
Do you want to cook it through?
Very important. You don't want the plantain to be raw inside.
Not like a tostón, a tostones. when you make it tostones, you want to first give it a fry to actually start cooking it. Then you smash it and you finish cooking it. Here you want it to be all the way cooked.
So the plantains are gonna fry for a couple of minutes there.
Okay.
I'm going to put the pork belly as well.
Oh,
And you can smell that?
amazing. Oh, it smells like lechon.
It smells like lechon.
Smells like lechon.
And what's better than lechon with mofongo? So I'm gonna put some of that pork belly in there as well.
Oh.
Start cooking, and that's gonna give flavor to the oil, and it's gonna give flavor to the plantain, and it's gonna help us when we're making our mofongo.
That's my mom's house right there. That smell. My grandma. I mean, I have a little Puerto Rican in me too, guys. My grandma, on my mom's side. So
Oh, yeah?
I grew up smelling mofongo. My grandma
Are you
cooking
serious?
plantain. Serious. That's serious.
So he brought you back to your childhood when you smelled this.
Yeah,
right?
man, 100%.
So give me that. That's lechon.
That nostalgia.
So, okay, we're gonna fry that for like 5 minutes. I want you to explain to me, because this is one of the coolest things I've seen in Miami so far, about Vecinos Market. And
So-
what are you trying to accomplish with this? Because the first day you know how I am, I'm very honest with you and everything. And when you told me about it, I said it was an amazing idea.
Too honest with me. Sometimes you don't want to be too honest in life. So basically, Vecinos Market was born with my vecina, literally. And actually she's from Vancouver, and she was the one to come up with the word vecino. So we're talking about what can we do in the pandemic, all bored at home, having beers, whatever. And we're like, why don't we do a digital platform where we could showcase and bring all these cool chops of Miami, what makes Miami really cool and very unique, together in a digital platform. So of course we're going very digital now. So they were like, so what do we do? How do we do it? Then she came up with the name Vecinos Market. I'm like, when she told me Vecinos Market, I was like, I'm on it.
That's perfect.
So then we were like,
You're
okay,
bringing-
so we need to go to the shops. So the whole idea is bringing all these passionate people, all these shops together on a digital platform. Let them work and let them do what they love to do, and we will actually do their marketing for them. We'll put the platform on, and then we'll showcase them, and then deliver the goods and all this stuff. So we're like, okay, so let's see what was out there. So we started visiting all these vendors. We wanted to launch it with 20 vendors. Guess what? We launched the platform with 70 vendors. All very cool, all very unique. Of course, you know, it takes time, it takes a lot of effort, and that's what we put in. We put in all of our effort, over time, and all we just want to do is to actually keep them alive, keep them oxygenated during these very difficult times, and bring an extra revenue to them, and just, you know, showcase the world at one point what makes Miami really cool. And that's what Vecinos is all about. So that's why you're here, because I think you're really cool.
I was on board the first minute you told me. It's good to see people from Bar Lab.
Yep.
Thank you,
And
Chef.
I never say this, but I feel like Bar Lab is like the cocktail company that started right with Potbelly. And we started doing this thing for Miami at the same time.
It's
true.
So it was like, at one point in Miami in 2010 was like, you go to Potbelly to eat, and then you go to Broken Shaker. You know, it was like a marriage that we're trying to bring a different experience to Miami that is away from the tourist experience that nobody wants, and especially us that we live here.
Yeah.
And we
wanted to make
are
a
so
change.
honored because I know you guys. I mean, I went to high school in Miami. I went to college in Miami. Then I left to California, Mexico. Came back, left, came back, whatever. Just like Miami.
Awesome, right? Yeah, all day.
And then I think you guys did put the stepstone of what Miami is all about today in the culinary world.
That's
And I
amazing.
have to be very sincere with it.
That's amazing.
Because when I went to Potbelly, the first time that I was coming from California, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
finally. So you guys broke that line, and so thank you guys for doing it. Oh, look at that. So what do I have here?
Alright, so here we have our plantain fried with our pork belly. Look at that. And I don't know if I should go to the camera so people can see it.
Can you guys
I
smell
know,
it?
I know you
mean,
can't
oh,
smell
I
it.
hope you're
I know
smelling
you
it.
can't smell
It's
it,
legit.
but I want you to see it. So you want that color on the plantain, and look at our pork belly.
Wow.
And this is all
Fire.
where you get
Amazing.
smashed together. No, careful with that.
Watch out.
I hope you don't put
You
this
don't mess
in.
around with the man's pillow. You don't mess around with the man's pillow, right?
Are you using butter or oil?
Where? Here?
Yeah.
No, that's vegetable oil we're using to fry. When you fry stuff, you want a neutral oil. You don't want olive oil, you don't want hazelnut oil, you don't want coconut oil. You want a vegetable oil, a canola oil, something that is neutral, that has no flavor at all. Because you're just trying to cook a protein through.
So here
right?
we use a vegetable oil, right?
We use vegetable oil.
Oh, perfect.
All right. So are we ready for the fun part?
Yes.
Are we ready for the fun part? It's like, whoa, come on, guys!
Whoa.
And the crowd goes wild. All right. So I got my pilon. I got my plátanos.
A plátano, papi.
And I'm gonna add there.
Oh,
And I'm touching it with my hands because it's my mofongo.
this is
so
how
I'm
it
gonna-
is.
I'm
What do you
gonna-
mean? You said that we're gonna make sure mofongo. You're gonna eat it all now? You started by 2. Then you went to 3. Now it's only 1?
No, it's for everybody. But I just like this in my hands. The salad.
No, so good.
I promise you, the salad.
Chef, it's all good.
Right. So we got everything in there. We got everything in there. All right. We got the plantain and the pork belly, and now we're gonna have some more garlic puree. Listen. Do me a favor at home. Don't buy the bottled grounded garlic. Don't do that. That's disgusting. That's not good. That's bad. Make your own ground garlic. Take a garlic, peel it, chop it yourself, put in some olive oil. It'll last you for a little bit. Don't buy that bottle garbage, please. What we did here, we just smash it with a little bit of oil. That's it. You know, you can put it in the blender if you want. You can chop it yourself. I like chopping it myself, but this is just chopped with a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna put some garlic, and the garlic part is up to you guys. How much garlic you want in your mofongo? I like a moderate.
Well, depends. Depends if you're gonna see your wife afterwards.
Well, remember something. Something that people don't understand about mofongo is that the cooking process is not done. The cooking process is not done. We are about to smash this thing, and all the steam is gonna come out of the plantain, and that's gonna cook the garlic. It's gonna melt this butter, okay?
Whoa! Ooh la la!
And the butter again, it depends on what kind of diet you're going.
Randy, you're quiet over there.
Uy,
What's
I
going on, Randy?
got my mouth watering.
I got some
already.
Randy.
Taking me
I
back.
got some olive oil here because that's the only thing.
Ugh.
That's the only thing the Spanish people left in Puerto Rico after they left. And I got some salt.
That's it? That's all they left?
Oh, no. They took all the gold.
Come on, they left the beautiful
They-
San Juan.
They took the gold. Okay, so now we got the butter, we got the garlic, we got the olive oil, and now we're going to smash. All right?
Is there any
And this-
particular technique how you can?
Oh yes, yes. There's a technique to this. This is not like you go there and you just go like this. There's a technique, and you have to
Show us.
make love to it.
You hear that?
Oh.
You have to smash it with a passion. All right? And you want, I raised my hand like that because it incorporates the ingredients together. You want that pork belly to get married to the plantain. You want that butter to get in there, the olive oil, the garlic, you
Oh,
want
the
everything.
smell, man, it's just amazing. Randy, tell me
If it,
about
gets,
it.
if it comes out,
Randy,
put it
how's
back
the
in
smell,
there.
Randy?
They're not running away.
Oh.
Oh, garlicky, savory.
Oh.
You get that por la lechon.
Nothing is going to take you to Puerto
So
Rico.
this is a marriage
Uy.
between France, Puerto Rico,
Nothing. It's not taking you to Puerto
Spain,
Rico.
Africa. This is crazy.
Spirit Airlines is not taking you to Puerto Rico like this mofongo.
Chef, you gotta let me rent that piloncillo though.
No,
papi.
this pilon this is Mendin pilon. It's not, nobody can use it. Okay, so when we get to that consistency, that paste consistency, you can see the pieces of pork belly. That's gonna give that crunchiness. You see the plantain is
Oh,
cooked.
it's
You don't see
amazing.
if you see white plantain in there,
Yeah.
you didn't do a good job. You're gonna eat a starchy mofongo. You wanna have a complete cook through plantain. So look at that. Oh my god. Every time I do this I get better and better. Alright. So that's our mofongo.
So
And I want Randy to
let me ask you
Wait.
something,
I want
Chef.
Randy to
Boy,
taste.
give
Is
it
this
to me,
where
Chef.
is this where people start stuffing? So is your mofongo done now?
My
You
mofongo
sure?
bar is done now. Like in
Okay.
Puerto Rico, if you go to if you go to
If you get
a
a
rest-
stuffed mofongo,
yeah,
that's
like
what
you can take it right now, and you can put inside roasted lechon. You can do a Caribbean lobster. You can do shrimp, but
octopus, cod,
yeah.
put all kinds of
But I'm
stuff.
gonna take it out so people can actually see it,
You
and I
got-
want Randy to taste it.
Chef.
I have to say something. My first experience with mofongo when I was about 2 years old,
Wow.
I almost choked. That
Wow.
was my life was gonna be the end of my life.
It's like
Somebody save me. Let me tell you.
Perfect amount of garlic too, chef. It's like phenomenal. Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
And then you want to get fancy at home, obviously, because we're fancy people, right?
Wow.
I got some nice plates here. You want to take some type of mold. I'm gonna use this plastic, Tupperware that I have. And
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
take.
want it molded.
I want to take a little bit of butter, put it around
Okay.
it. All right. I'm gonna take that mofongo, put it in there.
So good.
So good.
Very good. It's,
Crazy.
and we're not acting here.
Randy, look at Randy.
Yeah, I'm about to put a top on that. Take it home.
This is
Randy.
Eat it in the car. Eat it all
You're-
day, every day. I know.
You have an assignment. You have
Man.
to go now and make a mofongo drink
Oh, mofongo drink? Got you.
No,
with
baby.
plantain juice. You guys do anything with plantain juice?
Yeah, we've done plantain old fashions, things like that.
Well,
I mean, with
well,
the
with green
plantain.
plantain,
with
because
green-
the green plantain has a very particular flavor.
Yeah, very particular. I mean, we've done
Very starchy.
We start with maduros too, but like not really ripe plantains is a little bit better because you get all those sugars that come out and you bring out a little bit more
All
flavor.
right, so we make this. We still have a whole thing. This is gonna feed.
Is that
I mean-
for me? Okay, so
I mean-
that's mine. Look, that's mine, and that's his.
Yeah.
And Randy, you're gonna share
I'm
with
gonna
me.
share. I gotta share with Chef.
All right. So we have here a beautiful carne guisada, Puerto Rican style,
Wow.
a braised beef with
How
sofrito.
long has been cooking? How long do you cook your beef for?
We cook it for around an hour and a half.
With sofrito?
With sofrito, regal, and all that Puerto Rican flavor in there. You can smell it. I need to know that. I mean, I'm going crazy here.
Oh, ooh la la,
And then I'm
my
gonna
baby.
top the mofongo with it. Right?
So beautiful. That sauce is gonna go so good with the plantain over
And
there. So this is what makes mofongo,
this is
and it's what differentiates our mofongo or our plantain dish from everywhere. Because we do this, we make this beautiful mofongo that we put the meats and we put the stews and we put the shrimps and we put the seafood into it.
And this is a very homey dish. There's no microgreens here. There's no flamingos.
There's a-
Sorry.
No flamingos.
It's just a beautiful dish. We top it with a little bit of sea salt.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And voila, it's what it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful dish from Puerto Rico, and it is the first step for you to make your mofongo at home, and top it with whatever you want. The braised beef is one of the originals that we do in Puerto Rico, because you want that moistness with the plantain, but like you said, we can do lobster, we can do shrimp, we can do anything else.
So when you get your kit, if you didn't get the kit tonight, a lot of you did, you can still get the kit whenever you want. You're gonna get the kit with the recipes. With the recipe, you're gonna get the kit with all these ingredients to make at home very easy, as you saw. And if you have any questions, you can always write us, right? And we're gonna answer to you. And if you wanna go to La Placita and have a beautiful mofongo or this amazing Puerto Rican food, Placita is open when?
Plantain's open from Tuesday to Sunday. It's on Biscayne 68. It's a huge Puerto Rican flag.
Mhm.
It looks like kind of a pinpoint.
There's always a party there.
It's like a pinpoint in one of those points on a Google map.
Okay.
And we do all kinds of mofongo. Actually, we have a mofongo experience where you can get all the toppings and you put a little bit of it as you're eating it. And that's the way I like to cook. I want you to have a little bit of a lot and not a lot of a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
La Placita has all the Puerto Rican favorites, and it's a really good time.
The ambience is amazing.
I love when Puerto Ricans come and tell me I feel like in Puerto Rico right now, and they can bring their friends and show them about Puerto Rican culture. That's what we try and promote our culture
Right.
and give people the experience that we grew up with.
Perfect. So guys, if you want their bar lab kits, if you want Placita, Mofongo experience, all of this. You can get it through vecinosmarket.com and many other stuff. All these amazing vendors and shops. Please go and check it out and support. Please support our local shops. We need it. And thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Jose, you
Thank
have
you,
a
guys.
drink?
Yeah.
Oh, how cute.
Wepa.
Thank you guys. Have a good
guys.
night.
Thank you guys. Thank you for joining.
Thank
Buen
you for joining,
provecho.
guys. Trust me, you want this. You want this.